Thank you, Jim. As you say, a beautiful afternoon. Let's take a check on the teams then. The big news for Luton is that Ricky Hill, who had some troublesome leg injury, has been past fit. He's missed the last 4 games. So important, of course, in their midfield, teaming up there with Brian Horton and Frank Bunn. And it'll be good to see the work of Paul Walsh and Brian Steen up front. The Manchester United team then, they've got Remy Moses back after a groin strain. And Arnold Buren also returns after missing the midweek game at Birmingham. That was drawn. And 19-year-old Graham Hogg keeps his place at the centre of the defence. And the referee today, it's Alan Robinson of Waterlooville. You may remember he did such a good job in the first live league match on television, the Spurs-Forest game back in October. Against Manchester United in red with black shorts. And away go Luton then, attacking the goal to our left. They've won only one of their last 8, Luton. They're looking for something. In fact, they haven't played here at Kenilworth Road for almost a month. United are really the draw specialists. 6 draws in their last 9 games. And Ron Atkinson saying that he feels they must have blown at least 10 points in this championship when they've taken leads in games and have been pulled back. Walsh, long-range shot. Well, taken from 30-odd yards, fairly nicely behind it. But superbly struck by young Paul Walsh. Moses. Duxbury. Oh, good run. And not really challenged. Well, again, a few pointing fingers in that Luton penalty area. Duxbury, a long, jinking, almost irresistible run there. Although, in fairness, there weren't many challenges. In fact, as you can see, not one real challenge before he got the shot in. United won here in the Cup last season, 2-0, and in the league drew 1-1. Walsh. Thick there for Steen, and Steen just getting it as well. No penalty, although they looked pretty hard, did the linesman and the referee, but nothing was given. Thomas now. Does Luton keep up this pressure? Steen with a backward header, beautifully saved by Gary Bailey. Good work here by Steen.
Yes, it was, Brian. Just got a nice little back flick on it there with his head. Just topped it on, and good save by Gary Bailey.
Also, again, today about the word about the referee, and we saw in that Spurs-Forest game that Alan Robinson does allow it to the advantage we played so often. And here's Robson. And a goal! Beautifully there for the England captain, Brian Watson.
Well, we were saying, Brian, about him getting in there and making runs and getting through and always looking dangerous, and there you are, and he goes. A little deflection there, I thought a little bit unlucky possibly the goalkeeper there. Deflection off the defender, but United won up. There's from another angle again, you can just see, I think it was Donachie there. Am I right in saying that, Brian? Was it Donachie just deflected from...
Mira. And Mira again. Towards right side this time. And that's 2.
It was a lovely header, a terrific header. Comes in, beats Donachie. Donachie mistimed it. The goalkeeper's caught no man's land, and it loops over the top. But you know, they're complaining, Brian, because the linesman had his flag up on this side for offside earlier on before that throw-in was taken. And that was what the crowd were getting upset about. But United took it, knocked it in, and then was straight side with a looping header.
They haven't made many mistakes in defence, Manchester United doing.
No, pretty steady, and young Hogg, the young number 6 for United. Playing well steady, you know, and nice to see that from a young Scots boy.
whistle. And nice to see that if you're a Manchester United fan. 2 goals up. Brian Robson the first one, and Norman Whiteside the second. Robson getting in, which gave United the lead with 36 minutes gone. And then the second goal coming with Norman Whiteside. There's Frank Stapleton going in, the one striker who hasn't got amongst the goals as yet. But United in a fairly strong position then, leading by 2 goals to 0. Let's get the views after the break from Graham Souness, from Jimmy Greaves and Jim Rosenthal. That's after the break. I think Ron Atkinson is down on the track side with Martin Tyler.
What were you saying to your players at half time?
Just keep attacking.
You've lost 1 or 2 leads before this season. Is that a little bit of a worry in your mind?
Oh, we're going to try and attack.
Well, the message is brief and curt from Ron. It's a warning for Luton Town. If that's the sort of mood he's been in the dressing room at half-time, we can expect to see those red shirts swarming forward. So we're going to see them attack. Manchester United then leading 2-0. Attacking the goal to our left. Moses and Donaghy. And Donaghy again to Ricky Hill. So badly in need, Luton, for an early encouragement in this second half. Stevens come up nicely for Manchester United by Graham Hogg. Robson. And now Bunn. Now Walsh. A little touch by Alot, but really didn't give Hill the chance he wanted. But here's Kirk Stevens. Flicked through again for Steen. Now can Walsh's speed get there first? He very nearly got it back again for Steen. Instead of that, it's a corner for Luton Town. And a lively opening minute for them. With Paul Elliott coming forward. Alot, another 6-footer in that Manchester United penalty area. It's Walsh who takes the corner. The corner for Donaghy. Now for Horton. Not a bad drive, but off the target and a goal kick. Horton. Just can't get going at the moment, Luton.
Well, Kirk Stevens will number 2 for Luton, Brian, today. He's having one of those days where nothing seems to be going right for him at all. You know, his distribution has been poor, his control has been poor, and he's just having generally a poor game.
Again, those 2 Irishmen, Donaghy and Whiteside, continuing their little battle. Number 10, Norman Whiteside, again going to where he's going to be marked by Mal Donaghy. The result of the last clash is a free kick to Manchester United. Wilkins and Muren over it. The left foot of Arnold Muren floated in there once more, and Moran was there and was cursing himself because he feels, as indeed it was, a real chance.
Well, I think he's going to be very disappointed not scoring there, Brian. He was only about, what, 5 yards out when he made contact. There you are. I mean, he's, what, edge of the 6-yard box, and he holds his head in his hands. But the thing about Walsh, Brian, in the games I've watched in the past couple of years, he's either brilliant, you know, and he has been exceptionally brilliant in games, or other times he is like today, where he just fades out the game. You know, he goes through the game and you say, well, when are we going to see a sparkle from Paul Walsh? And I think he's just having one of those days this afternoon.
Still only 21, of course. Horton. Elliott with the header. Now Bunn with a shot. What a save. Oh, you could go a long time this season before you see a better save than that. Because Bunn caught it perfectly. And the Luton crowd were already shouting goal when Bailey was there to tip it up and over. Played on by Whiteside to Robson. Now, what about that for a ball? To Stapleton. He's got Moses outside him. And Luton fully stretched. Off the post. And Luton were lucky not to go 3 down. As it is, they can now set things up themselves with steam.
Well, the problem is, Brian, that but not filled that left back gap at all, you know, and it was a great chance here for Remy Moses. Very unlucky, really, to hit the post.
Whiteside. Ozzy, Duxbury, and Robson! And that's 3. That is a problem for Robson as well.
Well, it could be serious. It could be serious because he certainly clashed with the goalkeeper as he flicked it over him. I mean, a goal looked always on, Brian. As soon as the ball was played forward, I was sitting up here, I thought there's going to be a goal because Robson raced away there, got in front of the defender, and once he gets there, the goalkeeper committed himself, flicked it over him, and that's the collision there. It's injured him. But I mean, a super goal again from Brian Robson.
Whiteside, Stapleton. Robson, a nice double touch on there for Moses. Now Muren. Moses again. And Whiteside getting it back. The mistake by Donachie. And Stapleton! That makes it 4.
Well, all the damage, Brian, has been done on that right-hand side there, you know, where there's no left-back playing, and United have been getting so much of the ball there and doing what they like with it. But a nice turn by Whiteside there, and the ball played across. Smack. Well, United are full value for the 4 goals, aren't they? I think they've been the best side right throughout the game, and the longer it's gone on, the more dominant they've become.
To Arthur Livingston. Graham, the substitute on for Brian Robson. Muren. Not really getting it away. In goes Wilkins again. Touched by Muren. And Stapleton again. And another one, this time by Whiteside. And that makes it 5.
Well, you can set up camp in that area, Brian, in that left-back area that Luton are defending, and that's where all the damage has been coming from. You'll see it again here when we get the replay. That's the area. There's the ball in there, in behind him. Frank's got all of him in the world. Tried a shot at goal as it happened, but he won't be complaining. So you'll see it as a pass later when we talk to the dressing room, I suppose.
Final whistle. Comprehensive victory for Manchester United, well deserved. 2 goals by Brian Robson, 2 by Norman Whiteside, 1 by Frank Stapleton, and they go into 3rd place in the table. Well, we're going to be getting a word in a moment from the Manchester United manager, Ron Atkinson, in fiery mood at half-time. Let's see if he's any happier about the situation after that 5-0 victory. That comes up immediately after this break.
We had a very brief conversation at the start of the second half. Attack was your theme for that second half. That's the way it worked out.
Yeah, well, I feel the best part of their side is their front 3. So obviously we want to keep the game away from those as much as possible and not sort of let them back into the game, which is exactly what we've done.
Now, you made a tactical switch for this game, leaving out Arthur Graham and getting Brian Robson to break forward more. It seemed to work out that way for you.
Yes, well, we've been talking about releasing Robbo a bit from his defensive responsibilities, which today, funnily enough, just before he got his 2nd goal, we were giving him a bit of a volley from the bench because we thought he'd stopped working. Now, you know, that's all credit to the guy. He's the type of fellow you can give stick to and will respond in the best possible way, which he did about 15 seconds after we've been giving him stick.
Well, his 2nd goal actually went right according to your tactical plan. Let's have a look at it now.
Yeah, he's got so much strength and power. When he gets going on these things, he sees only the ball, and his drive and determination take him past defenders. His finish was clinical. 1 or 2 might say the keeper got himself into a wrong situation. But it's very often, you know, it's not very often they have to face a guy that goes with that much drive and determination.
How is Brian Robson? You had to take him off near the end because of that injury. With
yeah, he got a bang there, and he's got a bit of a groin strain. But once we got the next goal, Frank's goal, then you know we said, okay, let's try and save aggravating it. Let's keep him fresh for next week.
Ron, thanks very much indeed.